Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me, deck of my seat. I peep ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are watching Talking Sports with Maurice, and this is another special edition of Talking what did I say again?
Talking Sports?
No. And this is
Blaze?
Yeah. And this is a special edition of the Fan Zone. I got Just Blaze back in the building, and we doing just that, blazing. We got the 49ers versus the Rams live in SoFi Stadium. Cooper Kupp is going to be out. Puka Nacua is going to be out. Debo, no Christian McCaffrey. It looked like this may be a defensive game.
Kittle might be out too. Yeah, so it's going to be a good game because we're both injured.
Okay. We're going to be in our home away from home.
Yeah.
Levi South. Brock Purdy, he still, look like him and Ayuk is getting on the same page better week after week. How do you see us playing versus the Rams Sunday?
It's going to be a good game. You know what I mean? Matt Stafford, he's always going to put up them numbers. But Bosa is going to stop him. If he does his job, I think it's going to be an easy game. Ayuk needs to step it up, because if you don't step it up, I don't know. I think we paid him for nothing. I don't know. That's one thing I've been looking at with Ayuk.
First game looked a little shaky. Has some dropped passes, which is kind of uncharacteristic for him. Week 2 definitely picked it up. But now it should be no excuses for the 49ers offense. Even without Christian McCaffrey, Jordan Mason,
he's tearing it up.
Hell yeah.
That kid, man, I don't know. For them, nobody to pick him up. Did he go undrafted?
Undrafted free agent out of Georgia Tech.
I don't see that. How? That kid, he got 140 the first game and then 100 the second game with the touchdown?
Yeah.
Christian who? That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
He's like, I'm getting chump change. He's getting $15 million a year.
The only thing that sucks is he's probably gonna get traded. You know what I mean? If he's that good, there's gonna be a team that wants him and wants to pay for him. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that sucks.
One player that we got to get rid of and just cut ties with is Elijah Mitchell.
Yeah, he's injured too much, bro.
Way too much.
Every year, it seems like he's not in the game. But that's good for Jordan Mason, because he took his spot. He's number 2 back now. There's no way Elijah Mitchell comes back and takes his spot back. I don't see it.
Now, for the Rams to have a chance in this game, where do you see who's going to step it up on offense? Because if they're going to really try to run the ball, the 49ers got a very stingy run defense.
I feel like they're going to pass it because I think Ward is injured too, our corner. So I think he's not going to play as well. So they're going to have a fun game.
Fun games like 17-13 or 31-27.
Nah,
what kind of fun?
I think it's going to be defense. I think it's going to be low scoring on both sides. I think it's going to be maybe like I don't know, 10-21? 10-21?
I like that.
Yeah, Niners get the 3 touchdowns. Rams get a touchdown on field goal.
The home opener against the Jets showed me like, okay, the 49er defenses came to play. Then in Minnesota, they give up a 97-yard touchdown.
Oh, man.
Who are we? Right now, who are, even being injured, who are the 49ers going to this season?
Well, Hufanga's coming back. So I don't think that's going to happen again off of Hufanga. You know what I mean? So that's bottom line. You know what I mean? I think we had a rookie back there when that happened. So, you know what I mean? I think it was Mufasa. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? It happens. You know what I mean? It shouldn't. 100% shouldn't happen, but it did.
97 yards. There was no pressure up front to even,
He sat there and then fucking floated it forever.
Beautiful. One of the best passes in Sam Darnold's career.
And I'll tell you this, the Jets, they fucked up. Geno Smith, starting for the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold, you know what I mean, starting for the Vikings. You know what I mean? Both of them doing good. What the fuck's wrong with the Jets? I don't know.
when you got a guy, well, Nathaniel Hackett, you know, they went out like, okay, let's get somebody I'm familiar with. Let's go get Aaron Rodgers. You know, he had a little dream while he was in his dark retreat. You know, so let's go ahead and bring Lazard over there. Let's
He
get some
did good though, Lazard.
Let's get some more familiarity as far as with the wide receivers. You know, Garrett Wilson. You know, he seems to be a solid wide receiver.
I don't know, bro. I don't think Rodgers is liking him. He's not doing his cuts right. If you look at when Aaron Rodgers is throwing him the ball, every time it's a little bit off. And I know Aaron Rodgers is not off. I feel like the receivers is not supposed to be. Is not because you know Aaron Rodgers throws the ball before the receiver gets to his spot.
Yep.
So I feel like he's not at his spot. You know what I mean? Where he's supposed to be. And I see him getting mad on the sidelines and stuff. I'm like, bro, Allen Lazard's getting the ball.
Based on last game versus the Patriots, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is back.
Oh yeah.
His mobility was crazy.
Yeah, it was. I don't know though.
He was
because
running,
I was
passing.
pissed, bro, because I put him to fucking get lower than 216 yards. And the last game I got him to go higher and he didn't go higher. This game I went lower and I fucking lost $35.
Damn.
It's not bad. It was to win like $1,000 though. So
shit. I mean, look, a healthy Aaron Rodgers means the Jets is going to compete for the division. Now that Tua Tagovailoa, he's on
they're
IR.
done.
So here come the Jets.
Did they pick up a quarterback, or they're just going with the backup?
They picked up a quarterback. Who did they? Mike White, I believe. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
who
That
they
means
picked
they
up.
ain't gonna do nothing. I would have asked for Josh Dobbs. He's a journeyman, anyways. You know what I mean? He's our third string.
Yeah, he needs to get healthy. Maybe he can move up to our second string. I feel cool with Josh Dobbs. I mean, he did a lot last season for a lot of teams.
The reason I don't think the Niners kept him as the second string is because what's the backup quarterback's name? Fucking, I'm drawing a blank.
Is it Brandon Allen?
Yeah, Allen. He's more like Brock than what's his name is. So Kyle doesn't have to change up the game too much if Brock went down and put it in him. You know what I mean? Because they both kind of play the same. If he were to throw in Josh Dobbs at a backup during the game, you know what I mean? At that point, he got to switch the way he's playing because they're not the same quarterback.
You won't have the full playbook.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs is not going to stay in the pocket, you know what I mean, and toss a nice ball. He's going to have to roll somewhere and throw the ball, you know what I mean? But that's how he plays good. If you ask him to sit in the pocket, he's not going to do good. So that's the difference between the two quarterbacks and why I think Kyle kept Allen as the number 2, because he didn't do better than him. Dobbs did better, but on the way Kyle wants to play the game is not that way, you know what I mean? He would have been good to be Lamar Jackson's backup. Because now they do the same similar things. You know what I mean?
They can still do the same run plays.
Exactly. The running, the read, the option. You know what I mean? We don't have read options in our books.
You know, and that's the thing. I want to see a little bit more mobility from Brock Purdy. I feel like there's some opportunities that he can run with the ball, and I definitely want to see it. As a matter of fact, I want to see it Sunday. I wanted us to, not look like we're limited on offense. Oh, there's no Christian McCaffrey. Oh, there's no Debo. Got a question mark on Kittle. So what? Let's run everything absolutely the same, because these players that we have has been there for minutes. So they're all system players. So it's like a plug and play.
Yeah. How I see it though, Brock needs to, because all his guys are out. This is the game where Brock shows them that he's the quarterback. He's the quarterback, and he doesn't need those names to do what he needs to do. If we sit there and we play a bad game and we lose, there's going to be a lot of question marks on Brock. Oh, he can't win without these players, you know what I mean? And at that point, he's going to lose money on his side. But if he can play without these players and tear it up, get 30 points on the fucking board, it's over. Everybody's going to be talking like he's the quarterback.
You're talking about 3-4 touchdowns?
3-4 touchdowns. I'm talking about rushing 2 and passing 2. You know what I mean? And it's possible. It's not hard.
Because it's going to be a home game. The crowd is going to be in all red. You see?
All red. All red. And then I think they're wearing their away, the blues. You know what I mean? So it's going to be blue and red. You know what I mean?
I like that.
You know what I mean? It's going to be noticeable. You guys are going to see it. they're gonna go to the crowd, and I bet they're gonna pump in artificial noise. Watch, like when the other team.
Do you think that should be legal or illegal? Is that
Illegal. They can't be putting artificial noise. Like, what the fuck?
Isn't that kind of like an advantage?
Yeah.
Or
In that case, why can't we do it? Even though our stadium's packed with Niners fans,
Right.
let's put more volume. You know what I mean? We want to be as loud as the Seattle Seahawks. Like, you know what I mean? We want. Why not? In that case, if they're doing it when they don't have their players, that's their fault if they move from where they came from. You know what I mean?
yeah, you know what? They're 2-0.
2-0. Who?
The Seahawks.
Oh, I thought you were saying the Rams. I'm like, yeah, the Seahawks are 2-0. They're looking good, but the thing is, who did they play? 2-0. The Patriots. And who?
Took them to overtime.
See, so that, you know what I mean? You got to look at it like that. You know what I mean? Who did they play? But then again, who did we play? You know what I mean? We played Green Bay, and then we played fucking Vikings. The Vikings, the only thing about the Vikings, we haven't won in their stadium in like God knows how long.
Right.
Every time we go over there, we lose. Every time. It don't matter.
Yeah. Brett Favre got us. Christian Ponder got us. Yeah, exactly.
It don't matter. We go over there, we lose. And it's because of time difference, and it's hard, you mean? So they played at, it was a 1 o'clock game, but over here it would have been a 10 o'clock.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So they're all messed up, but how I see, I would have went over there a whole week before. You know what I mean? I would have went a whole week before, got used to the time, you know what I mean? Practiced out of college.
You see what I did with that blunt?
It's in your ear. That's a good blooper right there.
All right. Let's do this.
That's how I see. Did I give you your letter back? I don't have it. Oh, it's right here, pink one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
Now, let's go ahead and put a stamp on this Niners-Raiders game. Niners and Rams game. Defense is going to come out dominating, but the story.
Real quick before we leave them, Fred Warner, bro. We got to talk about Fred Warner. You can't leave without talking about Fred Warner. You know what I mean?
The shit that he does.
Oh man, first game forced fumble. Second game pick, forced fumble. He would have had two. Did you see him tackling Sam Darnold? If he was a little bit close, like farther away from the sidelines, that would have been another fumble.
Fred Warner right now is looking like an early candidate for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
He is doing he's playing in all three phases. He's playing in the run. He's getting to the quarterback. He's causing turnovers. He's everything you want to be in the middle linebacker.
Yeah, he's sprinting to the ball. He's playing coverage. You know what I mean? What linebacker plays coverage like he does? That's what trips me out right there.
Another punch out tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. I guarantee I'll put money on that right there.
Another punch out.
I'll put money. It's right